Gods, it's all about the advancement continues. Like the channel, subscribe to the channel, share the information, because when you do that, the word gets spread. Spread the word. If you are a believer in the word of God, this is the time to spread the word, because we have become the word. We abide in the truth. We abide in the spirit. That's why we collectively can rule the world. So spread the message to each and every one. Again, divinity. It is so important to see yourself in divinity. I mean, this is the law of the spirit. If you abide in the spirit, you become righteous. You become divine. You have divinity. That gives you full authority of the world, because we are in controlship of God. This is law. This is written. What is written in truth will forever be in truth. So important for us to accept our divinity. Without divinity, we lack rulership. This is why the world is in a chaos. Do you want the world to continue to be in a chaos? Then we will continue to sit aside and not embrace divinity, not embrace rulership. Now we are ruled by human beings. Now we are ruled by mankind. Human beings, mankind, have the same faith. Lack leadership. Ruling by the flesh. This brings corruption. Very important, gods. If you're led by the flesh, you will breed corruption. To undo the corruption, you have to be led by the Spirit, because the Spirit is uncorrupted. Flesh is lawlessness. The Spirit is law, brings forth fruit, divine order in the image of God. Very important. Out of divinity, we lack leadership. We lack control. We lack authority. Now we have to be policed because we have no rulership. We're unruled. We're disobedient. This is why others rule over us. Especially the children of God. This is important. Because remember, you're not called by the flesh. The flesh rejected you. You have to remember this. The flesh rejected you. You're called by the word. The word is perfection. The word accepted you. So once you accept the word, you become like the divine. You become like God. Because a human being, apart from the spirit, is really nothing. You have no value to offer to the spirit. Spiritual part of life, because you're in the physical. All you could do produce is physical things, fleshly desires, carnal thinking. This leads to corruption. But when you abide in the spirit, you abide in fruitfulness. You abide in the God law. Sons and daughters of God. Because if you see yourself as God, you will be divine. Now, we hear the word passed around, God's only begotten son. Now, if you accepted something like that, you've missed it. We all become sons and daughters of God when we're called by the word God, because God is the word. God is the spirit. If you look at it any other way, you'll be fulfilling the carnal desires of this physical world and mankind laws. So we need to undo what mankind and humans has done and produce the fruits of righteousness, meaning abiding back in the Spirit, being one with God, oneness. Now we become whole, so we have the light of God in us. We have to rise back up, sons and daughters of God. Again, like the message, share the message. Let's start the fire, spread it out through the world. Let the word of God fulfill the law upon the earth. The advancement continue. It's God King.